To what extents would you go to rescue your dog from an angry coyote? For some people like music star Tommy Lee, climbing the wall becomes the only option. Hello, and welcome to yet another engaging episode of Unreal Captures. Today we're diving into the wild and unpredictable world of animals on Rampage. From heart-stopping encounters with charging elephants to the hilarious antics of furry pets, you don't want to miss any of these moments. But before we jump into the chaos of the day, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like and comment. Number 8, the Dark Horse. Did you know that the kick of a horse can generate more than 2,000 pounds per square inch? This is strong enough to break bones, or even worse, to kill a person. This farmer had no idea what was awaiting him. He attempted to ride a horse while his friends recorded from a distance. Everything looked calm as he let loose his horse of choice and mounted it. However, as he approached the other horse, it unexpectedly kicked the horse he was riding. Holy smokes! Why was the horse so furious? Was it targeting the guy or the horse he was riding? The kick sent the farmer crashing to the ground, but luckily he managed to escape unharmed. Number 7, the bison attack. Imagine standing only a foot away from a massive wild bison, awed by its size, when suddenly it charges, not at you, but at your little child. This nightmare became a reality to this 9-year-old's family that was touring Yellowstone National Park. The family was among a group of 50 tourists visiting the park that day. Everyone was so amused that they all got too close to the bison, standing within 5 to 10 feet of the animal for around 20 minutes. Who does that? What started as a group of people observing a bull bison turned into horror when the wild animal charged at the crowd. Oh no! Suddenly the bison struck the girl and launched her high into the air before she crashed to the ground. She was rushed to a nearby clinic for treatment and was fortunate to escape with only minor injuries. Park officials warn people to always stay at least 75 feet from bison and moose, and over 300 feet from bears or wolves. While you may be wondering why the bison chose to attack a little human, this next clip will leave you with more questions as an elk targets an innocent old man in a crowd of people. Number 6, Yellowstone yet again. Yellowstone seems to be a tourist favorite to interact with free-range wild animals. However, things could turn sour, like in the case of a man who suddenly became a target of attack by an elk amidst a crowd of tourists. The crowd had gathered to watch 2 male elk fighting, which must have been really fascinating. Suddenly, one of the elk crossed the street and charged directly at the group, leading to a moment of panic. It headed straight to the man in the green jacket, giving him a knock on his back with its antlers. Watch how the man was sent rolling on the ground. Thankfully, he only sustained minor injuries. This should, however, be a reminder to keep your distance from any wild animal. Officials recommend staying at least 25 yards away from an elk. Number 5, feathers on fury. Ostriches are the biggest birds on Earth, weighing about 220 to 290 pounds for males and 150 to 260 pounds for females. Now picture yourself getting into a fight with such a heavy bird. This man decided to take the Angry Birds game a notch higher by going outside to meet an angry ostrich. Teeny Van Wyk, a South African engineer, was in the field with his friends. Little did he know what was awaiting him. The man found himself face to face, or should we say face to beak, with an outraged ostrich, seemingly triggered by human presence. Oh no! Watch how the ostrich flared its wings in anger before attacking Teeny and pushing him to the ground. The ostrich pecked and kicked hard all over Teeny's body, with no signs of letting go of his target. Poor Teeny! Luckily, his friends managed to scare the ostrich away.
Help.
Even though he got a few scratches, he was safe. It costs to be an engineer. What can we say? You might want to stick around because the next clip is both hilarious and heart-stopping when a bull elephant decides to lift a group of tourists to the sky. Number 4, tourists get more than a safari. Picture this. You're enjoying a thrilling wild safari, taking pictures of wildlife, when suddenly an enormous male elephant decides your vehicle looks like a toy and charges. This is exactly what happened at Pilanesberg National Park, South Africa, when tourists found themselves in a terrifying standoff with an angry bull elephant. Their truck driver had come to a stop when the elephant refused to give way, despite numerous attempts by the driver to scare off the elephant. The safari driver tried to reason with the beast by slapping the door and revving the engine as if that would convince the elephant to be nice. The bull elephant chose violence by lifting the truck with its tusks like it was a featherweight toy. Screams could be heard as the tourists prayed for their lives. After a short-lived show of might that seemed like an eternity to the tourists, the elephant decided to let go. What an intense moment for everyone in that vehicle! Number 3. Giant snake interrupts hammock nap. What would you do if you were peacefully taking an afternoon nap in a hammock with your baby, only to be cut short by a giant snake? In a jaw-dropping incident captured on CCTV footage, a mother and her baby were forced to change their plans after a giant snake made its way into their house unexpectedly. The mother and baby were cozily nestled in their hammock inside their lounge area. The mother gets off the hammock to swing the baby to sleep. At first, it was hard to tell that there was an intruder as the mother enjoyed her time squatting next to the hammock. She then picked up her baby with a lot of haste and speeds into the other room after realizing the giant snake slithering into the house with its head up. Did you notice the snake? Many would have guessed that something had happened to the baby, and so the mother was rushing for first aid. But no, it was the snake. The snake looked around the house, then slowly found its way out after a few minutes. While we're not sure whether the snake made a comeback, let's first be glad that the woman and her baby managed to escape. Do you think that this family was safe with such a snake around? Let us engage in the comments section below. Number 2. Cat turns wild during live recording. Cats can suddenly turn wild from the blues. You can never always know their triggers. Imagine doing a live recording with your cat and then it decides, nope, we're not doing this. In this entertaining video, the owner praised his cat on live camera and even went ahead to introduce the cat as the newest president.
New president of 2017, you guys. This is Shiva.
Wait for it! Shiva, the star of the show, suddenly changed her mind and decided she was not made for the cameras. She aggressively attacked the owner and hung on his clothes, forcing him to exit the recording room. Luckily, the cat owner only suffered a few scars and made it back to finish his recording with a playful reaction to what had just happened. We can all agree that whether they're snuggling or launching surprise attacks, our Shivas certainly know how to keep us on our toes. Number 1. Tommy Lee's dog attacked Coyote. Have you ever been to a celebrity's home? If you haven't, then this coyote has beaten you to the game. On September 24, 2024, American musician Tommy Lee's wife, Brittany, was letting their dogs out to pee. Little did she know a coyote was lurking in the compound. The coyote lunges at their Dachshund, Nina, in broad daylight. Brittany immediately sprang into action, chasing after the predator as her husband Tommy shouted in panic. In a dramatic twist, though not caught on camera, Brittany climbed up the wall to rescue Nina from the coyote. Nina was unharmed thanks to Brittany's bravery. Which of these animal encounters caught your attention the most? We would love to hear your thoughts. Have you had any crazy animal encounters? Please leave your comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you all in the next episode of Unreal Captures!